Hey y'all, it's Ellie Talks Money. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into today's video. So I'm so grateful and blessed that my life has really changed in the last 2 years, and I can truly say that I am a millionaire, which is like so weird. It's still very weird to say, but I am very grateful that, God has really helped me to start my business, to scale it up, and be able to provide that knowledge to other people as well. And y'all, if I can come from where I came from, I started this business with a $1,200 stimulus check, living at my mom's house a few months after getting a divorce as a mom of 4, and the youngest 2 were twins, and I was breastfeeding. So if all those things being true, I didn't have a car, I was still on welfare. I mean, just anything you can imagine, I was probably dealing with it. So if I can turn my life around with my business and with the help of God, and now be able to truly say I'm a millionaire, dog, you can do it too. So I want to talk to you guys about 10 things millionaires don't do, okay? Because as much as you can change your life through starting a business, also you have to change your life through changing your habits. So I know some of y'all gonna wanna fight me after this video, but this is coming out of love. So let's get right into it. Grab a notebook, grab a pen, and let's get into these gems.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, so let's get right into it. We are going over 5 things millionaires do not do. And number 1, we don't watch a lot of TV. Now, I know y'all love your shows. You want to binge watch. I get it. And Netflix doesn't cost a lot of money every month, but let me tell you something else that it costs. It costs a lot of time. And time, I've learned, is the most expensive thing, period. It's the most valuable, even more valuable than money itself. So now don't get me wrong, right? There are times when I sit down and I'm eating food. I might watch a Netflix show for 20 minutes, right? If I'm on a plane or something like that, I might sit for about 20 minutes. Literally, everyone knows I watch shows in 20-minute increments, so it usually takes me a month to finish maybe 1 season of anything. And so I say this to say, use your time wisely. Instead of watching TV, listen to podcasts. Instead of watching TV, listen to an audiobook. Instead of watching TV, maybe even watch a YouTube video about something that is going to help you elevate, something that is going to help you get closer to where you want to go. And beyond doing those things, instead of watching TV, work on your business. A lot of the time, I think we watch TV or do these things to escape because we just want to, relax and kind of just not do anything for a while. But time is precious. Use my methods of being more productive, which I'll link that video down below, and time block. So that 2 hours you spend watching a show, that's 2 hours you could use towards creating content, fixing your website, marketing yourself, going live in your business, something that can actually bring you money. And truly, we do have a lot of time. We just have to make the time. Sometimes we find ourselves scrolling on our phone, watching TV, watching Netflix, etc. And then before we know it, it's time to go to bed. But that 2 to 3 hours was prime time to get a lot of things done. So number 1 thing, again, millionaires do not watch a ton of TV. We are usually doing something to elevate our mindset, or we are working on our businesses, all right? So the next thing millionaires do not do is accept no for an answer. We are extremely resilient and perseverant, and even when something looks like it's impossible, we still believe it's possible and find a way to make it happen. Now some people might call that hard-headed, okay? But one thing is for sure, if we want something to happen and we want something to get done, we will exhaust every option to make sure that it gets done. For example, creating a graphic, or creating a website, or creating an event, or deciding to achieve a certain goal, right? If it looks impossible and someone's like, no, there's no way that can happen, we will exhaust every opportunity to make it happen or simply work ourselves until it becomes a reality. And that's something I want you all to adapt as well. No is never the final answer. No just means next opportunity. It is never the end. It's never a period. It's a comma, right? But you have to have that mindset to realize, you know what? Okay, that was a no, so that means go check the next option. If that's a no, that means go check the next option. Damon John, who is someone I definitely look up to, I remember a quote that I'll never be able to forget from him. And when he was starting FUBU, he was actually denied a loan, I think it was 53 times, 53 or 73, something like that, but it was a high number. 53 times people kept telling him no, but guess what? Finally, someone told him yes. So if he would have accepted all of those no's, there would be no FUBU. He probably wouldn't be where he is right now. So that's something I really want you all to adapt. Be your own champion and do not accept no for an answer, because there's always a yes out there somewhere. You just have to find it, all right? So let's get into the third one, and that is millionaires are not inconsistent. It is just not something that we do, because you know what? And I want you guys to write this one down. Consistency is the only cheat code. It's the only one. Consistency is the only cheat code of life. People want to talk about, all these other things that can help you skip the line. No. Consistency is what helps you skip the line. Me being able to go from, basically broke, even though I don't like using that word, but severely underfunded in my bank account to becoming a 7-figure business owner is a result of consistency. It's not because my parents gave me anything. It's not because of how I look. It's not because of anything like that. It's consistency. So millionaires can't show up one day and then not show up the next. Start something one day and then stop, right? You may be stuck where you are because you start something, it gets hard, and then you stop. Then you get excited again, you start again, and then you stop. Be consistent. Be consistent. That is what will get you to where you want to go. You have to be in this every day. You have to post your content every day. You have to make those calls every day. You have to go out and find clients every day. It's an everyday thing. You have to spend a few years living like other people won't, so you can spend the rest of your life living the ways nobody can, right? That is what you need to tell yourself all the time. When I show up every day for work and do a lot for work and for my business, it's not easy. I spend so much time away from my kids, but I'm sacrificing and being consistent for these few years, doing things a lot of people won't sacrifice to do, so that in the future I can afford to have the things a lot of people can't afford to have, right? And that's what I want for you too. Okay? So don't be mad at me. Listen, I'm just trying to get y'all to your best self. So let's get into number 4. Something else millionaires don't do is let their money sit in their bank account. Y'all, and this was even one I had to really adapt. Millionaires always invest. Money sitting in an account is just not doing anything for you. Money that is not being invested in some other way to multiply it, whether that's an investment account, stocks, other businesses, etc., it's not going to work, right? Millionaires don't look at ourselves as being millionaires by what the number says in our bank account, but our net worth. And your net worth increases by the way your money is growing through different assets. So real estate, like I said, investments, so many different things. Do not get so attached with seeing your money in your bank account, because there it's not growing. It's not doing anything. In fact, it's losing value, especially with inflation the way that it is. So what you want to be doing instead is putting that money into an account like a brokerage account, like an index fund, even if you put it in real estate where it can grow. Use that money to start other businesses like Airbnb, Churro, event spaces, something that can actually bring you money, okay? Very, very key. Now, the 5th and final one, and listen, this is very important. Millionaires do not spend willy-nilly. We're not careless with our money. We have bookkeepers. Even if we have money, My friends are like, Ellie, you make all this money, but you still low-key cheap. And my dad tells me that all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I can deal with that. Because I'm generous when it comes to helping people. But when it comes to looking at, is this necessary to buy? Oh, everybody knows I'll have a fit over a $500 plane ticket. Like, I'm not having it. Because why is the price so high? So we are always thinking very strategically about what we spend and if what we're spending is actually going to give us a return, right? Does it make sense? And so this is what I want you all to adapt, right? Just because there's money sitting in your account doesn't mean you're buying everything. You should always work up to spoiling yourself. Even me, I work up to spoiling myself. You should always be very conscious of like how much you're eating out. I mean, just all these same practices still apply whether you have 7 figures or $7, okay? You still wanna make sure that you are being very careful. And as well, use platforms like QuickBooks that is going to allow you to track your expenses. We have bookkeepers, and I especially mean if you're a business owner or want to become one, it's really important to always be looking at where is your money going so that you can always keep an eye on how much you're bringing in, how much is going out, because that difference is your profit. And that's really what goes to showing, you know, how much money you've made. So y'all, I hope this video was valuable. I know it was. I want you to comment below which of the 5 things do you need the most work on, and should I make another video like this? Would you like more tips and advice on mindset and routine and things that you can do? All right, so don't be mad at me. You know it's out of love. I'm praying for y'all. I know you're going to make it. You're going to be successful, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.